Karen is fun, passionate, and inspiring.
So what she brings to the table here at St. Francis is like a glue that holds everything together.
She's the most compassionate person I've ever met in my life.
She is a true soldier in this work.
I was 10, and I remember saying to my mother, when I grow up, I'm going to make all the bad people good. She said to me, "Oh, Karen," she said, "there are no bad people." She said, "There are good people that do bad things." That really sort of has stuck with me over the years, because then you can help people change. Then there is hope. I was working at the Somerville Hospital, and I was working in a medical clinic, and there were more and more people who were becoming homeless, people that had lived in Somerville their whole lives.
The country was in the midst of a deep recession. Jobs were scarce, affordable housing was scarce, and people were finding themselves with no place to live. A small group in Somerville banded together to reach out and help, and the Somerville Homeless Coalition was born.
We saw a need, and we just decided that we would fix it.
A spark went off with her. She was immediately energized.
We were going to open a shelter. We were going to provide refuge and counseling and services for 8 people, 4 men, 4 women, and we did that.
The Methodist Church on College Ave had the space they were looking for, but making it livable would be a challenge.
It had been a bowling alley that had fallen into disrepair, and they made a common room, like a living room and a small office, and 2 dormitory-style rooms out of this old 4-lane bowling alley.
Karen definitely was very willing to jump in, roll up her sleeves, get her hands dirty, do whatever it would take.
The Ritz-Carlton at the time was renovating its rooms, and they had brass beds and oriental carpeting and sideboards and tables. They had a ton of wonderful stuff, and they needed somebody to accept it as a donation. So my dad and I got together, and he got his pickup truck, and we drove over, and we piled up the truck. It was piled high with all this carpeting and these brass headboards and side tables and things. And I remember just sort of lugging that stuff in and laying carpeting down and just feeling that this was going to be a very special place.
From serving on the first board and becoming president of the board of directors of the Somerville Homeless Coalition, today Karen continues to help others as executive director of St. Francis House in Boston, where she and her staff provide food, shelter, clothing, medical care, education, and rehabilitation services, all under one roof.
Every decision she makes and every discussion that we have in this building is about what's best for the guests.
When you see Karen walk the floor here, which she does every day, and you see the people not just say hi, come over and give her a hug. And when you look at some of the folks that have succeeded because of her, you say, what does she do? She holds us together and she keeps us going forward.
It's harder. It's harder when 25 years ago it was 150 people. Today, St. Francis House will serve 800 people. We have the power to make a decision that this is unacceptable, and we will therefore end this.
There's no need for anybody to be hungry in our society. There's no need for anybody to be homeless. And in fact, it costs much more to have somebody hungry or to have somebody homeless. If you look at the cost of putting a family in shelter for a year, it's about $36,000 a year. We can put them in one of our apartments and give them all the support that they need for about $15,000 a year. We could prevent that family from becoming homeless. Last year, we helped 56 families. We prevented them from becoming homeless at a cost of a little under $1,100 each. So if we're able to educate the public, the legislatures, our Congress, about the things that we've learned that actually can solve these kinds of terrible problems, we'll all be better off.
Every day, the Somerville Homeless Coalition is making the world a better place. It's making it a better place not just for the men and women and the families and the children that are coming there for services, but it's making Somerville a better place. It's making the community stronger. The more people can support the Somerville Homeless Coalition, the more they're supporting their own community. So donate your time. Donate your treasure. Give an opportunity for somebody to get a job. If you have a business, extend your hand to that person. If you have an apartment to rent, take a chance on somebody. The Somerville Homeless Coalition will be there to support those folks and you, and everybody in the community will be better and stronger because of it, because of you.